The way I see myself is the way I see you. This could explain why I am the way that I am. This will go two ways. We'll do the first side we'll do, and I may forget some shit in between. Fuck off. This will be, I see myself as unattractive, worthless. This is why I treat you like this. And then we'll do it from the side of, I mean, if I could duplicate myself with another, or like with an attachment, I mean, the actual gender with the other gender's genitalia, I would do that and just sleep with myself and be with myself for the rest of my life. And this is why I treat you this way. I'm going to start with, no, they don't know this. This isn't something that they admit. Don't forget. This is something that eventually gets acknowledged by somebody else. And it's usually a friend of yours. This would be, I mean, if they had ulterior motive, I don't feel like they would with this. I think this would be, I'm tired of it. Guide. Places financial gaining control over imparting spiritual insight, which means I refuse to learn. I don't gain any wisdom, which means I don't see that my situations are this because of this. I'm sorry. They do believe that it's because of something or someone, but it's never them. So what does this do? Well, somebody looks like an owl. And because they look like an owl, they get angry. Owls are wise creatures. It's the way you have to look at this. The way you look at everything is everything. Someone looks like a squirrel. Nope, it's not you, squirrel tribe. Hi. Strange times we living in. I think I may have met you as maybe a Hannah Fitzgerald, but I don't even know if you would remember that. But okay. Well, what does eggplant look like? They're showing me razor burn. I don't know why they are. Somebody looks like an owl and has razor burn. It just gets better and better. Hiding in clothing racks to me too is like you don't go out anymore because you don't like the way you look. I'm curious as to why this all happened. What happened here? I mean, eggplant, you know, for me would be the wand card, but I don't want to keep putting that into everything. This is how I feel about myself. So they could not, their if this is a male, their thing could be just oddly shaped, and or it's just it feels more on the fatter side because now there's two hands in the clothing rack. Like, well, it's kind of weird. I don't feel comfortable with one, but then two's too much. So either I don't like when my hands crisscross, but at the same time, it falls out. Yeah, strangest thing, damnedest thing. The Ace of Swords. I'm not really sure. Well, someone's a cutter on top of it. Why am I drawn to see what eggplant looks like cut open? Oh. Okay, they could have acne problems. This looks like blackheads and stuff. Open-faced eggplant. Or they could have a bunch of spots or scars or something. Not everybody embraces that shit like some do. I'm a cutter. Clothespins now are reminding me of tweezers or something like snips. Are you putting snips in your face? They don't realize that over time, the gradual changes in their appearance have shocked others. Pisces. There's a lot of purple here. There's purples and blues. Okay. Purple, blue, and hot pink. Somebody's sweat. It's new. Let's flip some letters out and see what could be making. They sweat. If this is a woman, I'm telling you, I feel like they sweat like a man. They sweat like a man. That could be, that would be a huge reason why. I don't want to touch on that, but J-E. No, this is a jalapeno something. Jalapeno paste. So that's a jalapeno cheesecake. I'll give it to me. Okay. Jem Wallace's fig pie is also changing your perspiratory glands. How do you know if eggplant is going bad? Let's see. I believe it gets a little brown inside. It could be somebody with the eggplant. I don't know. Fried eggplant. Eggplant could contribute to clogging pores, which is inducing acne, which induces anger, insecurity, and then it induces self-harm, anger and self-harm. There's no direct evidence. It is a nightshade vegetable. And some people with nightshade sensitivities may experience inflammation that could exacerbate acne. It's rich in antioxidants, and or it could worsen the existing acne. B-O. Jerry's bowl of soup. This feels like squash. Soup. I'm always weird with soups that are already blended. What you blend in there? Are you mad at somebody? And is that somebody me? For another person, the Jane B. Yeah, Jane B. is, I don't know what someone put in it. And I'm not giving too much information because I don't really feel like a lot of people appreciate it. I'm just going to give little bits, and that's it. Queen of Cups. Okay. So this, they're letting me know that this is a woman. That this is a woman. And what the hell were we talking about? Oh, the way I see myself. Oh, so how is this person treating others? Let's just find out how they're treating people, because I think that's the most important thing. This is weird. Are all women like this? Is this an age thing? Temptation. Oh. You know those women who it's like, you have maxed out, you have bottomed out. You have hit the cradle, okay? And they just kind of feel like this is it. I surrender. This is the one thing they'll surrender to. And when this happens, they give their life up to the Lord, or they get real into God because they feel that it's a woman's place to just kind of be. Unless you pay attention to that book and see what a fucking misogynist that this cat is. Yeah, there is that temptation to fall into temptation. Alright, this is someone who's going to hide behind the spoken word and the written word. No action, just all words. tempting people to invest in or get into Ace of Cups. Serving. Oh, hold on a second. This feels like getting people to get involved in putting shit in people's food. Okay, this is why. This is why I treat you this way and I look this way. How would the food alter their looks? Well, I mean, if you put poison in someone's food long enough, they'll start to look sick. That's just how it goes, right? Some people get sicker quicker, right? It is DNA. But this with the Ace of Wands, again, we're talking about the eggplant, and we're talking about other things. We're getting people to invest in relationships to turn men gay, or to help. I'm going to become a madam in some weird way, but I'm not going to announce that. But I'm going to, you know, these could be like 20, 25-year-olds. There's a glove, and then there's a glove on this one, and then in this one where that is in their hand, there's not. Oh, man, okay. This would be getting people who they know are sick to sleep with men. Whether it was women or men, they also engage in that. This is why, I look this way. It helps you to understand, all right, I treat you this way because I look this way, but we can't just stop there. We can't. We have to keep going. And we have to bring it to... I was cute in high school. I was cute in college. I could use the excuse that the men or the women that I dated did this to me, but I did a lot of damage to my own body. I lived, right? And then I kind of died a little bit. Well, they're not all bad people. They're just, I mean, they're fucking human. And so this is also, now that this person looks like this and they kind of hide out. I feel such a fight with myself to admit that I'm the reason nobody wants to be around me. And this fight with myself is, this person has physically fought many people. I don't know if they're fit. I think it's you never know what you're going to get. But they regroup or they do something like that. They're fine shortly afterward. And I don't mean mentally they hold on to that, but physically they're fine. This fight, though, with them that's not physical seems to be fucking them up more. This spiritual thing with them. Right, and here's the shadow in the way at the bottom. It's staring me right in the face with conflict and defeat after this. Check me out. I know someone's going to say she already seen the cards. I could probably see the one underneath eventually. Oh, Scrapbook. Or this. This is also... This is like forcing cannibalism through meat. I don't know if this is the same person or somebody else, but when you force people to eat ground up anything but what they consented by buying it because they believe that it doesn't say on the menu, burger / goat with cheese. So this is breaking spiritual law, and now this comes back. And those people, some of those people they ate, and animals and whatever else was put in there as a haha or just a mass ritual, were sick. Usually they don't put them to sleep kindly to secretly feed them to people. So now we have you made people sick, even if it was spiritually sick, that could have manifested as its own thing. Now this comes back to you, and you'll be sick on the inside spiritually, but it comes with force. And then that spiritual sickness, kind of like those of us who got hit with Hiroshima while sleeping, we look a little sicker, right? The sickness on the inside that was forced manifested on the outside. Someone's name could be Sydney Sinclair. Oh, yours. I see yours. Okay. yours and Vio. Oh, they could drink that too. You know, someone will be sitting there drinking a fifth to themselves, telling you about how everything that happened in their life when it came to someone else is the reason that, I mean, look at me, you know, you can't tell I was married for 20 years. Married to what? Yeah, there was a piece of paper that said you were married to somebody, but really in real life you were married to alcohol and strip clubs. So not everybody, but gambling. You know what I mean? Well, you know what it was you were really married to, because that's where you gave all your time, your heart. You gave consistent time, which is your heart. Just this what it is. We all do it. Doesn't make you bad. It just makes you less than someone who doesn't. Some of these people fuck with the sun. The sun is the giver of energy. It is the energy source. It's weird to me. I know that the sun is important. It could be the most important thing here. I'm going to remove it. What did anybody think of long-term effects when you guys started doing this shit? I mean, I'm that you're supposed to be scientists and whoop-de-doos. That would be the only thing that I would be concerned. First off, I wouldn't say the sun nourishes me. I get beautiful tan and I'm going to destroy the sun that's charging my solar panels and all my solar shit for my secret energy and stuff. What do they? Or are we enclosed and somebody else gets that sun? Whatever this is, though, it's charging solar panels, even if it was. Let's say that it was a fake sun, or now it's just different than it was before because of whatever attacks. Something's working, right? But these people attacked the sun, which affected people's health. People got sick. They started turning gray and blue and all kinds of crazy. Just motherfucker went to bed black, woke up white one day, almost albino. Right. Now this comes back. I think people forget this when things happen. It's the first thing I think, oh, okay, immediately I'll think something cocky about somebody, and then I'll stub my toe, and I immediately go, right, all right, well, I have no choice but to accept that it came back. What is this? I think this is clearly saying when I said, did they think ahead? This would be no. Rejection, reject that, nope. No, and this is like a hell no with the four. What is this? The force, or this is, I didn't even think about that. I didn't think of what it would be like if, let's just say that whatever this plan was, let's say it's not this one. It could have possibly been some type of event that happened in the atmosphere that would have made the sun more susceptible to being hit. What if the sun got hit by something because we weakened its outer surface, its covering, and then it exploded and it now landed? I mean, what if that was possible? Nobody thought of this. It wouldn't have mattered. Listen, it wouldn't have mattered whether you were in a ship living or if you were on another planet. If that happens and the sun's protective layer isn't strong enough, well, I mean, where were you planning on? This will be the kind of thing where you could be as far underground as you want to go. It doesn't matter. It'll come back to you in some way. May I elaborate? Let's just say that for the people who like to hide underground in bunkers while other people are going through this, yeah? Electrical problems. Inside, out. It's the way of the world. It's the way of my world. It's the way of this world. The tower, this looks like electricity. That's what the lightning is. It looks like electricity. This could even be if there were some storms and some lightning could have hit some crazy shit, or it's about to. But all of this playing the games and then someone on the other end feels it, or going up to some type of thing where someone on the other end feels it, all that. some people will not realize that wires are live. They'll be in a daze. They'll grab it inside out. Others, they're falling into the hands of some people who have been very bored for very long, and they have a whole new awakening with a set of skills. And it could involve cherry bombs and pop figures. Inside out. I don't go back and forth with that. I'm curious too, if I went back, what would it be like? And then there's a part of me that feels that I was removed from it, because maybe that was my mission and it's complete. And I believe that a seal on this thing was that I'm no longer in the mountain. And this is going to bring peace to the entire planet. You'll see. Okay. Well, they have this person that I'm picking up on now has a sibling or a best friend or somebody that they called someone, and they can sing. And what they did, there, some of these people attacked people's throats in some way, whether it was through voodoo. Right, all of them. I need to go down all of them. Putting glass and stuff, powdered glass is what I just heard. Hold on. Powdered glass powder. To, clearly, I don't have that. So now, inside out. Some of these people picked up a new habit, smoking stuff. And their DNA doesn't remove it and regenerate like yours does. So they have acquired, at the very least, different voices, and it could be on top of some medication wearing off. I mean, you get a transsexual with a bad disposition and dirty secrets with medication that's changing their voice back because they can't attain it, right? So now we have them going backwards on top of this coming back with throat shit. No, it won't be Groucho Marx, but could be Adewale. Adewale, yep. And it's weird because they're kind of petite. Yeah, craziness. And they did this to singers and stuff too. Who, yeah. So we have, and now what? Knight of Pentacles, slow down people's career and shit like that. Yep. So now, this could even be to somebody's speech slow down. Like, goddamn. It's like your shit is on. You know when you go on YouTube and you can slow this, they got the slow reverb. Is that what they call it, reverb? It's like that. Do you notice anybody talking slower? Yep. King of Swords. Somebody likes playing with glass and razors and metal. So they could have even put metal, a lot of heavy metal shards and shit like that. So now, it could be coming back as cancer, colon cancer, where they could feel like they're shitting razor blades. It could be pissing razor blades, but yeah, because when that shit goes through your stomach, I'm guessing, depending on how well finally they're ground up, and I'm guessing they're not going to go through a whole lot of work to kill you that way. And, just things like this. Strangling wives and mothers, and somebody's having a hard time with respiratory. COPD. There are people that have COPD and they don't smoke. This is crazy. It's really not. This is the way it manifested based off of where you're at now, health-wise, mentally, what your beliefs are, right? It could be showing up as shingles, but that's a side effect of, do you understand? Yo, for somebody, I'll tell you what, you stole so many fucking shingles from so many jobs, you caught it. If you could, but this is the thing, listen, if you can look at this shit like that and then laugh about it, the shit doesn't seem like punishment. It seems like, well, I knew, you know those, the balls that are attached to the paddles? I knew that if it's, say that the rubber band that's on is super duper strong, okay? And I fling it, and I forgot that it's going to hit, and it's on a rubber band, it's going to come back in my face. I knew I did it anyway, though. I can laugh at myself because it's like I have to. Otherwise, I look fucking stupid. Yeah. The Fool. This is starting fights in public. You know those girls that go up, those white girls that go up and they get in your face and their high-pitched voice and their hands are all over. These are the girls at the club or the bar where the security guys always got to come over. What's happening now? So I pick fights. What are you looking at? It depends on who I'm with. Yeah, if I'm with some fucking gangbangers girlfriends, I'm bad, right? But if they're by themselves, it's, hey, you want a drink? What happens? Alright, so we have, this isn't good. Oh. There's a binding spell here. So, what do we have? I'm starting fights. This could be, you know, you like to, people get into a bind when they're around. Just could be, well, I didn't fight with them when I first got here, and now we're around the parking lot. A saner had prevailed in somebody, and you're like, this isn't my fight. I fucking came here to drink and have a good time. I didn't come here to argue and fight in a parking lot because somebody else can't keep their composure. So this could just be the binding thing too, where they're stuck without help, and I'm guessing that they were codependent on a lot of people and they had to learn a lesson. This is why I treat you this way. But with this comes other things. With the binding spell, it comes with this constant loop of bad luck because there's something that they're not accepting. When you don't accept things and you keep being defiant, this does something inside, which does something on the outside. Yeah, constantly worrying. Why is this shit my fucking tire? Now it's this, now it's that. I mean, there are other things that you did too, though. You know, you have flattened tires, and now you have one. It's this is head trip. They head trip, right? So now they're head tripping, and that could be. It could be that somebody dumped all the mushrooms in something and they wind up taking it and they can't handle it. That's what it feels like for somebody. Like, I ate that. I thought they were regular mushrooms. I thought they tasted weird. Or that shit was laced and they weren't ready for it. And what could be happening is they could be on a job interview where it kicks in. Yeah. And I think for this guy here, it's an interview. I want to be a boat salesman. This feels like more I want to be a boat thief, and I just learned a whole bunch of shit, and I was going to hit you with it, but something's hitting me here. Yeah, look at this. I shouldn't have drank it. It could be actually Kool-Aid for somebody, or a vodka and Kool-Aid. Look, he's... This guy was so excited on the way to this thing, and then by the time he got there, the guy sitting in front of him, he just like this, cross-armed like this. I think that the guy or the woman who was interviewing could tell that his eyes were changing, like this motherfucker shape-shifting right in front of me. Already, though. As much as they love a good shapeshifter because they pay attention to this stuff was a little different. Look how he's just staring like, yeah. And she's like, yeah, I mean, us working together is delusional. If I were high, I think at some point it's like, I can't even, this is, I cannot follow your eyes. I'm usually skilled at reading people. Oh, that's the confusion, because he didn't come in high. So she was confused as to, or it could be G or something like that, or special K. Right. I'm curious. He didn't take anything in front of me. It must be some delayed release shit. Yeah, delayed release. acid. Could you imagine having acid in a capsule and somehow making it delayed release, and how amazing? Is it possible to have something like that? Do they have it? Do you know what that would do for people, especially veterans or just people who are overly traumatized, which could be 90% of the population? That would be amazing to have. What do they call it? Something release. Time release? Yeah, time release acid. That would be great. King of Cups. I really hate the name of these fucking cards. I'm just going to say this guy. This guy. Oh, it's the cop again. Oh, God. This is why I treat you the way that I do, because all these things, even that I forgot that I did, something else inside of me remembers. That something else brings out uneasiness inside. And it's and then what they don't, sometimes we're selective on what we choose to admit that we're being shown in our own head or our dreams. We'll be shown shit that we did. It's like, I don't want to fucking remember that. Why am I? You're not remembering that. Something else is trying to force you to take acceptance so you can move out of this thing that you're in. Okay, we got alright, these are dirty cops. Alright, but here's the boat salesman guy. Are we done with this guy? Yeah, I think so. Be careful. Yeah, I hope that that's not what's going to happen with some things, that you don't hire me, so now I'm going to come back and destroy your property. I would say this. If you think that's going to be for somebody, just make it known that you would like it stopped in some way. It will. When you make it known, it'll be stopped in some way. And just see. What else can you do? Yeah? You can't rely on... You can't call... 9 times out of 10, if they're doing this shit, the cops already know. Okay. This person left a lot of people hanging. It's like they got off on it. I think your new addiction is just making plans and not showing up, right? These are plans too. These are, I'll go to the wedding with you, or I'll go to this with you. This is a big problem for some people, huh? It would be a problem for me if I was on either side, because this creates other things. Sometimes it'll be, I'm going to offer to go, and then I'm not going to show up, or I'm going to bail at the last minute, and you're going to go anyway, and I'm going to feel entitled to get mad at you for going without me. Yeah, death. Oh man, somebody died. This could be even getting a job, filling out the shit, having the interview, shaking hands, thank you, coming to train, and then saying that somebody died and shit like that. Or it's like that, I have to know that I have it, and then, but I don't really want it. Like, you're still not working. I went to 17 interviews in 2 days. Well, if I got up and said, you didn't go to any interviews today, that would be different. Somebody's always planning on killing themselves. They put that out there so much to the universe. The universe is like, well, you might as well just look like it. You might as well look like that, the way you talk. Or this is people saying, I'm dead. Remove. It can be good. This is plotting deaths too. I was gonna skip over that. This is spiritual, which to me would be, I'm drawn to the fruit. Something you crack open and it looks like little eggs inside. Could be seeds. Plants are behind them. So yeah, this would be ayahuasca spiked weed, hula for spiritual shit. These things look like those headdresses in Africa to me. On these pillars. And R could even be Nigeria. This is just complete. I think that there are people who are ready to admit that not all of the reason, but a huge reason why their countries are the way that they are, if they fuck with a lot of the spiritual shit and death rituals, that we have to take some kind of accountability. We don't have any other option. Nothing's happening. Nothing's changing. Maybe that's all that needs to happen for us to have some crazy shit go right. Maybe. With the crown chakra, and then the prosperity begins. It starts there. Acceptance, right? Where does it start? People say, it starts in the heart. Another, I would justify removing someone like that, because I will find reason how that could be toxic in the future in many ways. When you, let's say the thing you're supposed to do is that you find cancer, you remove it by any means necessary. Does that mean with laser? Cut it out, scrape it out, fucking burn it, claw it out, but get it out. Same thing. I'm not going to let this fester and keep growing. Then it's something I can't handle. Suffering in silence in relationships. This is the kind of person that they love bomb. But it fluctuates, and that's what's crazy, because usually you're a typical narcissist where they love bomb you, and it's like, well, in 2 weeks they'll be gone. We do this every fucking year, 3 times a year. We're due for a missing persons report. And sometimes it's on both ends, and they still take them back. But this keeps that person, usually there's one shitty person that does the love bombing, and then there's the one who falls for it until you're aware of it. And then you still fall for it for a while. Or you just accept it because it's all you know, until you just can refuse to at some point. What this does is this keeps this person from who they're supposed to be with, which causes some kind of weirdness inside. They know it's not that person. They know it's not you. But they can't get away from you. Now, sometimes this person will be doing some kind of, I want to say energy, it's food manipulation, a lot of this, food and drink manipulation. If you have a girl that gets her period, don't eat anything red from her. I don't give a fuck if her aunt made it or, don't eat it. Because this is the kind of shit where once females or broads find out that they can fuck over guys or get them to love me only. So, this is some shallow hell type of shit, you know? And you get those friends where they don't have a problem speaking. This shit will not work, lady. All right, somebody's got friends where they're like, nah, what's up? I'm going to be rude for a second. You're not his type. What the fuck are you doing, bro? So wait. I can get this guy to not like his mom or his sisters and just only believe me. I'm in. What do I got to do? You got to put your period blood. Dude, oh my God, what happens? I'm not going to, let me just think a few steps ahead, because right now it seems like, woohoo, this is wish fulfillment. Somebody doesn't know that this guy has passed and still is present. She just didn't find out yet. Okay, yeah, and then, because this one has a hard time gaining men's attention like this naturally. All right, this is natural with the star. Somebody else would be like, hi, my name is so-and-so, and he's mesmerized, and this one's like, hi, and he's like, hi. And she knows. You would have to know they're not interested to come up with this idea, because the one that's the yoo-hoo is like, I don't even think that fucking thought could register. And if somebody told me this, I'd say, And then we have a problem. This is look the judgment of I see only me. They fuck with your third eye. That's what it does. When you're fucking with the crown chakra, you're messing with their mental when it comes to choices. You're messing with the third eye, which is dangerous to do. I want to throw their judgment off. So basically, what if I was, I want to say, I just want to tell you what this really is. Basically, his judgment's going to be reversed, and what he wants is going to be reversed. Oh, take a minute. You'd have to force him to want you. See, the other women would be like, how do I feel? I don't get my period, but my sister does. Fucking idiot. That's the Pollock of witches right there. All right, homie's gonna be attracted to your sister. Somebody did some shit like this too. Like, my aunt and my sister's together. And now the dude had a fucking threesome with the aunt and the sister, and he hasn't come home in 6 days. You're stupid. Somebody put urine in something, fucking chicken noodle soup, and he's like, this motherfucker got better in 2 days, had, sit it. I'm married to my ancestors. Oh, which ones? Because you're looking fucking real crispy. This is the person that sits outside the sun so much. Did you get a chemical peel? It's blisters from the sun. They refuse to admit that it's blisters. No, but they refuse to admit that that's what it is, yeah. But I'm married to my ancestors. This would be altars for me. They made altars for people. They were disguised as other things. Oh, this is weird. So we have this... So we have this graduation picture of you. It's a white family. It's a black kid in the fucking graduation picture. Who's this? Is this your nephew? Oh, it's a friend of the family. And there's shit hanging on it from some string shit that looks like a 3-year-old's teeth. Are they teeth? Oh, it's sandstone. Sandstone. Oh my God, get me out of there. I know that kind of... Wow, all right. This person also complains about being weak and having vertigo and stuff, and it was a defense mechanism for not being questioned about something or short of breath. This motherfucker never short of breath when the crack guy pulls up. You know what I mean? Like, when you're going down to buy new glass or a bottle or something, or when you're going to the casino. And I'm out the door. And then next thing you know, you're like, well, let me go. Oh shit, he left this here. And he's just gone. There's nothing but open road. Like, where did he go? He just left 30 seconds ago. Hop, skip, and a trot. Yep. So, what do we have here? This person does it. Let's talk about it. I'm married to my ancestors. I think that this could be two in the same. Or let's talk about the one that does that. Right? What did I just say? Oh, the hop, skip, and a trot. Right. Okay. Oh, man, I don't feel good. That sounds like a white Poindexter professor. I don't feel good from the South, right? Baxter be your Baxter, right? Battersby. Oh, this is a priest. It's a bishop. So, so-and-so's kid. I'm gonna have something. So-and-so's kid said that he asked him to put his hand up. Yeah. They can tell this person's very good at evading this. They could tell when they walked in the door with the face that they were going to get questioned because I've been here before. And that's when it's kicked in. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Oh my God, everything's white. Could be a line of coke you just did. Ooh. Or it could just be that is your reaction when you feel that this could actually be it. This could be that time where I go away, or that somebody's family catches up to me, or this comes out publicly and I wind up putting, thank you please, a sawed-off shotgun. I would do mouth. Yeah, there must be some things that are about to come out for somebody. And it would be weird that if I hope that they're right with whoever is actually in charge. See, this is you believe they're in charge. That's like saying, well, okay, this is, and here's the real boss over here. You need to ask them. Well, where's the fake one? I'm much more comfortable with that one, as that one just kind of is in another world, and they don't ever say no to me. Great. I'm just real chill. So now, what is this? This is losing quick. Okay, I get it. Right here, this is also somehow something comes through. Somebody has spirit guides. We didn't turn our back on them yet, and that's what they do. They wait on shit like that, which is good. But then they get it. They what this could be. Oh man, I swear on whatever to whatever. Somebody help me out. I'll do this, and they don't. They never do. This is I lost it quick. I didn't put it away. I didn't spend it on what I was supposed to. So now doing this all the time is saying that I don't care about the things that help my life run. Whatever the fuel is. That would be your bills being paid, yourself, you know what I mean, all that kind of stuff that makes your life in particular run so that your life doesn't affect other people's lives in horrendous ways. And now this comes back. Or you don't have anything. You lose everything. And then you wind up going somewhere else and taking more of a loss. This could be, well, I stayed at someone's house. I had no choice to stay here, and they stole the last of my shit. When do we say, I mean, somebody got stabbed with nothing left, and it's like, I'm so tired of being treated like this. There's a person here who has all this stuff happening to them, or some stuff like this happening to them, and you're not deserving of it. Your lesson is that you must think that you deserve to be around these people. I'm talking to somebody where the people around you feel uncomfortable that you're in this situation. They feel like now they're going to turn you into a drug addict or an alcoholic because they can tell there's something different about you. This is why you keep taking this hit, because something else refuses to give you more than what you barely need so that people can fucking either rob you for it, kill you for it, or sexually assault you for it. Yeah, no, you're gonna be broke as a motherfucker is what they're saying. The 500. Well, we would rather see you on the street. These are ancestors that are high in honor, and it kills them to see you like this, and it kills them that they are this way. But this is too regal and too royal, where we would rather you just be sitting on a step. Because we want to give you this tennis shit, right? No, then these are people who are broken spirited, broken financially, broken morally, broken mentally. Some of them are broken physically and shit, you know? Like, I got 5 friends and they're all handicapped. And they want to start a construction business. You know, somebody got 5 conniving con artists. I don't even know how many of them are really fucking handicapped, to tell you the truth. I would start checking parts. Yeah. You know what you do? Find out what their vices are and throw them on the floor. One's going to be a hoagie. Yep. And the other one, I think you can tell they're on fentanyl. These are things you do. You drop something. I see your true colors shining through. This is a babysitter, too, who fucking yelled and screamed in kids' faces. It wasn't me. But I could feel that somebody knew something about something. This is, I just put up, hi, how you doing? I'm your babysitter. Hi, okay. I'm leaving. I'll be back in 8 hours. Cool. Picks up the fucking baby, puts a binky in there, puts a bottle in it, and boom, baby's in there for fucking 7.5 hours. You're imprisoning a being that's supposed to be free somewhat. She's not babysitting. It's like she's a CO in a baby shoe. And with the food, I'm not even sure that the babies eat. You know, this message is to baby, yay. Just throw the baby food. Let me throw it out or take it from my friend. So now they either don't have food for their babies or they won't. Diapers it is for someone. You people also are babysitting and stealing baby products. So now, I mean, the kids are shitting all over the house. They don't even have diapers. Somebody got T-shirts wrapped around one of their kids and stuff. And this is just, you forget these things. That's all. Like I'm saying, it doesn't make anybody a horrible person with some of this shit. But when you fully get it, that everything that you do has some type of repercussions. I hear repercussion, the first thing I think is it's bad. No, it's the boomerang effect. Yep. Oh. This is someone who had very powerful, great parents. Somebody here had great parents, powerful, wealthy. I mean, this is old, generational wealth at its finest. And it just refused to stop being a brat. I think that they refused. Oh, okay. Well, they in their defense, they did become somewhat of a product of this environment. I feel like the parents were pretty cool, but you know what I believe? I believe it was the events that came with these things. It's the house things, the parties, the functions, the banquets, the fundraisers, this and that. It feels like a child, at least one, went to. I think if they were a little more sheltered from that, it's weird. It's not even the friends or anything like that. It's the adults. There's a kid that I don't think she's a child anymore, but she just be real pretty. And I think that what she didn't want to say was that she didn't feel comfortable with these things. You could have had some of the guys, whether you know it or not, sir, some of the guys would be a little flirty with her. And I think that because of who you are or what you've built, she refused to even say anything to anyone because she knew if I say anything to anyone, there's a good possibility that it could ruin some things for you. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, it's not crazy, but yep, she's pretty. And she's not afraid to pull, it's instinctive for her to actually like jerk away. And I think that a lot of these guys thought that she was being, and let's just say that that's what she did. That's what the fuck she did. You know what I mean? Let's just say that she did jerk like that, and now it brought attention, because I think that's what it was, is her initial automatic reaction. It's a fight or flight. She fought, and that's a fight. Well, it's both, really. That drew attention from people, and they knew exactly what it was, that you can look over and tell that that's what happened. And I think that some of these guys could have even gotten to the point where they were attempting to blackmail her. That it was a plan, at the very least, is what I feel. It makes sense now why she doesn't want to go, right? Yeah, she holds this shit in, I'm telling you. And she stays to herself, right? I think that this particular girl, I don't know what to do here. I feel like I can't have conversations with people. It's because of these parents being in the spotlight or being such a big deal in something. They walk by themselves, they play by themselves, and at some point I feel like I'm okay with it. But if I had to answer truthfully to anyone but my parents, to a stranger, I would say I'm really not. I'm not sure if I need to meet a stranger that I would get along better or feel that I have more in common with a stranger, because I don't feel like I have anything in common with these people. And I think that this girl is like, I don't want to wind up marrying someone like, you know, I don't want to marry someone like my dad. I feel like she has a great dad. He could be a little, these are, and the way the mom speaks to the dad, or the way the mom kind of belittles, very backhanded belittling. I think that, that's what it is. She doesn't want to take on this. So I don't mind being married. I think what it is I don't mind marrying. I think she's closer to the dad. Like, I don't mind marrying someone like my dad, but I don't want to become the mom. I don't want to become the mom in the way that, this is bipolar. This is, good morning, hi, go fuck yourself. God forbid you step on a toe or the cabinet. Hi, honey, hi, kissing the cheek. Fuck your mother in the ass, you cunt. What's that disease that they said was for old people? I'm pretty sure that age doesn't matter. Someone used it. Someone will use it. I'm going to break this up into 2 because otherwise it's going to be 3 hours long. Didn't they show? I wish that they would have a commercial where they let us hear what they're saying. You know how they say, oh, you know, does your mom or dad have outbursts? Oh, since I was 6. Out of nowhere. Yeah. You just seeing your 90-year-old grandmom sitting in there having some crab soup. And the waiter comes over. Can I get you anything else, man? Yeah, 9-inch black cock to stick right up your ass. How does that work? And will that be the new thing that people try to enforce in people to get them to get on medication? Somebody's going to sit at a restaurant and see if they can manipulate some old people who are already half gone to start yelling, cock, shit, titty, twister. That I would condone. I would definitely love to witness that. Secret lover, yeah, that's what we are. We shouldn't be together, but we can't let go. I'm going to hold on to it until the death. I'm going to do it. How many times did she stab you, bro? Do you know how sexy your scars are, though? I think that there are women. I hope you're not with her. So I'm going to hold on to you. And she said, till death do us part. Yeah, we're not married still. That would worry me. Want to do it again? Till death do us part. We're not married still. I think she was holding a knife. Well, do you want to get married now? I don't think he was armed at all. Something happened. It looks like she won. That one anyway. Yeah, look at the slices and shit. This will be the kind of person that caused the injuries and then, you know, says, look at you, I gotta look at you like this. All freaking sliced up. You did it. You made me. It makes you want to go out and does. You remember the car lighters that you pushed in? It does. I miss them. I miss that from back in the day too. I was thinking again of some other things that I missed from the 80s and the 90s and things like that. That wasn't one of them, but it is now. I love those people who like to overdo who they are and to get attention, to take it from someone else who barely knows that they even exist. You know, there's people who, I'm alive, and you have so many people who like things about you, and then now they say something and it's all over. You got these people who now, they can tell that people are taking a liking to you. Could be the new kid in town. I don't really think you spoke to many people. I don't think you say much, but what you do say, it hits, right? So now you have this, I gotta get on it. Get down on it, baby, baby. Somebody looked like one of the singers back then, today, from Kool and the Gang. And, you know, they're overly kind. I'm going to buy you with food. I'm going to buy you with Coke. I'm going to buy you with pills, something. I'm going to buy when you come in my establishment. I'm going to buy you a drink every time. Yeah, I'm going to be that person. And then something happens on social media. Where it shows that they live an alternate lifestyle of some sort. This doesn't have anything to do possibly with sexual preference. It's just, it's alternate from what the fuck I would be doing. A Bolivian prince. And his Hiroshima of women. Okay, so you got the attention. He took you in. He made you one of his concubines, or I use that word for the prince, but there's also a crack house that's just filled with tramps. And and there is a junkie who manages him well. I mean, I feel like you guys make it work, but that is what you are, right? He's not a pimp. You're there willingly. It works. Nobody else wants to be around you, right? And I feel like you understand, and it's cool. You could call it a cult. I don't know about cult of personality. I think once the fentanyl came into play there, that shot the shit as well. I just feel a bunch of hunched over. I don't know what I want to do with myself, because the crack's telling me to get up and move, and then the fentanyl saying, don't you dare. So I just feel a lot of twitching, or getting up and sitting back down, or having 2 and 2 is, nah. What's the difference? The Bolivian prince with the harem garage. He's not the one that has the attention. It was one of the women. I make the food. Okay. All right. That's what it is. So you want to be big time, big shot. You had to be a big shot, didn't you? I'll come into the house. I'm going to bake cookies. I'm going to make fucking muffins. Meanwhile, all the girls gained about 7 fucking pounds. Now you're the house enemy. He gained some weight. This guy's like, all right, I eat. But god damn. That wasn't the intention. The intention was to, well, maybe it was. This could be that she was a little thicker than some of the other chicks. I'm just, and that could have been the reason why. I want this attention, and I'm going to go steal recipes from my friends and cook some things, and I'm going to clean more than everybody else, and I'm going to go out of my way. I'm going to scrub baseboards with toothbrushes and things like that. The problem is it's an act. And in this situation, you can go from being a wife to a fucking shit shoveler with the horses, if that is a thing, real quick with this. It's because it's I'm excited. I see the gift. It's wrapped real pretty under the tree. I know it's from me. It has my name on it. I get up and it's like, it's straws. Yeah. So now what happens? What happens here? Because I'm amazing. I'm sweet. I'm amazing. I don't argue back. I don't know where she learned this from. Either she does this for a living, or this is a last resort, and that's why she's all in like this. That's the only thing I can think of. Last resort for what is a good question. Somebody just wants that life where they don't have to really do much or leave, or then that sounds great and everything like that. Just be yourself. Right. VHS tape, this attention. All eyes on me. Oh, there may be, if this is one of those things where, and it doesn't have to be this Bolivian prince, but if there's something like that where a belief, a religion is important. Oh, reputation is important. There may be some kind of tape. It could be like a Selma, Selma does San Antonio. Salito. Ha. It could be. I will flip out letters. I will. BO wanted to fly out to Bolivian Prince. Yeah, I would. What you know who is? I would do. And one spot's gotta be. You gotta open up a spot. L-I. This could be Libya as well. L-E. F and F. Len. Lefty. Leif. L-I-E-F. I also see. And I see lean, like a lien on a home. Liens. Oh. Do you marry these women, sir? Okay. Are they some kind of con artist, or they got involved with some and they have acquired some credit? I think they made the stupid decision of getting married to somebody and possibly taking the name or letting them take their name. Whatever it was, they acquired some debt. or they allowed men to, or people to get credit cards in their name and stuff. It feels like they want to take it out on someone else, but they don't see it as that. They see it as, well, this is my turn. I mean, it happened to me, so I might as well do it to somebody else. And I think that somebody else could be you. Yeah, no problem, sir. Amethyst is the best. You want to get a huge stone? Amethyst, this is what I got. Selenite, amethyst. I threw away this black tourmaline thing. Did you feel that go down? I don't know why. And I'm not sure if different stones work better or worse with different people. So that's a thing too, where I would pick up a stone or put your finger on it. Like, let's say you have it on your phone and it's a picture. Put your finger on the picture and see if it weighs you down or pulls you up. That's the only thing I can say, because I feel that, like, this brown one, this feels like neutral. It didn't go down or up. But for somebody else, that shit could be like, interesting. Yep, I hope this helped.